When it comes to the slow unraveling of human vitality, telomeres are like the ticking clock on every cell's lifespan. These protective caps at the ends of chromosomes are essential for genomic stability, but with each cell division, they get a little shorter, until eventually, the cell just gives up, enters senescence, or quietly dies. This process is like your DNA slowly fraying at the ends, and it's a hallmark of aging and age-related diseases from cardiovascular decline to cognitive dysfunction. But what if nature herself has hidden a few molecular seamstresses in the leaves, roots, and fungi around us? Compounds that help preserve telomere length and protect our chromosomes from falling apart too soon. Welcome to the emerging science of telomere protective phytochemicals, where plant-based compounds like psilocin, resveratrol, and physidin aren't just lifestyle buzzwords. They may be molecular guardians of your genome. Let's start with psilocin, the active metabolite of psilocybin, the famously trippy molecule found in psychedelic mushrooms. While best known for its ability to dissolve your ego and help you forgive your ex, psilocin is now being investigated for its deeper, quieter effects on cellular aging. Emerging studies suggest that psilocybin's anti-inflammatory and stress-reducing properties may contribute indirectly to telomere preservation.
How?
Chronic psychological stress is one of the most potent accelerators of telomere shortening, raising cortisol, boosting oxidative damage, and disturbing sleep cycles. By downshifting the stress response, improving mood regulation, and resetting neural circuits tied to trauma, psilocin may help remove some of the biological weight dragging telomeres toward oblivion. It's not that psilocybin directly builds telomere caps like Legos, but it creates the conditions where they're less likely to erode. Now contrast that with resveratrol, the red wine molecule that launched 1,000 supplement lines. Found in grapes, berries, and peanuts, resveratrol activates SIRT1, a sirtuin protein intimately tied to DNA repair, mitochondrial health, and, you guessed it, telomere maintenance. Studies show that resveratrol helps reduce oxidative stress, one of the main villains in telomere shortening. It also appears to enhance telomerase activity, the enzyme responsible for extending telomeres. While the effects aren't exactly magic bullet levels, they're enough to suggest resveratrol works as a sort of cellular longevity coach, reminding your DNA machinery to protect the ends, not just the middle. And then we have the heavy hitter of cellular cleanup, physidin. Found in strawberries, apples, onions, and persimmons, physidin is a senolytic, a compound that helps clear out senescent cells, those half-dead, inflammation-spewing zombies that accumulate with age and damage healthy tissue. What's the telomere connection? Senescent cells often arise from critically shortened telomeres. Physidin's ability to selectively eliminate these dysfunctional cells reduces the chronic inflammation and genomic instability that worsen telomere degradation over time. In doing so, it doesn't just delay the effects of aging, it lightens the toxic load on your DNA's front lines. Together, these three compounds represent a new frontier in preventive aging science, multi-pathway protection of telomere integrity. They don't all work the same way: psilocin via stress axis modulation, resveratrol via sirtuin activation and antioxidant effects, physidin via cellular housekeeping, but they converge on the same biological outcome: slowing the genomic fray that makes aging cells turn mutinous. Of course, the real world isn't a test tube. Telomere length is influenced by a complex soup of genetics, environment, stress, inflammation, and lifestyle. No compound, natural or synthetic, can halt the aging process entirely. Sorry, telomerase injections are still science fiction for now. But these plant-derived compounds are increasingly seen not just as wellness accessories, but as strategic agents, molecules that shift the odds in favor of genomic resilience. And unlike many pharmaceuticals, these natural compounds come bundled with other benefits: reduced inflammation, improved metabolic health, cognitive support, even mood enhancement. You're not just protecting chromosomes, you're potentially extending health span across multiple systems. So the next time someone scoffs at the idea of mushrooms, grapes, and strawberries playing a role in cellular immortality, you can gently inform them: telomere science isn't just happening in biotech labs. It's also happening in forests, fields, and fruit bowls. Nature's been working on the aging problem for millions of years. We're just finally catching up.